Hello everybody, welcome to Confessions of a Huge Whiner Volume 3. I'm here with my lovely wife Tracy. We are going to do a little blind tasting today. I've selected a red wine for her to taste, she doesn't know about, and she selected a white for me. This is a true blind tasting because we both got these wines separate from each other at BC liquor stores over the last couple of weeks. They're not from our wine fridges, so we have no idea what's out there. So it could be anything. So I'm gonna send her to the room and I'm gonna introduce the red, and she'll do that with the white later. You're gonna hear us say things like viscosity medium plus and talk about the acid in the grape and all that. That comes from the Court of Master Sommeliers. There's a grid they use. We're not sommeliers and don't claim to be or claim to be trying to be. But it helps us narrow the wines down a little bit. So if there's any sommeliers out there watching, I apologize in advance for butchering your grid, but those little things help us a little bit, kind of narrow down some of the characteristics of the wine. So that's it. Let's get going. All right. All right. So for our first blind tasting, I'm going to taste my wife on a 2014 Brunello Le Montalcino from Altesino. Grown with the grape is Sangiovese. This is probably a very classic example of this varietal, of this region. I just aerated and decanted it 3 or 4 minutes ago. Pour salt a little bit, make sure we like this. I think she might, we'll see how she does on this one. I'm not totally sure she'll get it. We don't drink as much Italian wine as we should. Yeah. Needs a minute. It's going to get there though. All right, I'll put the bottle away. I'll hide the bottle, and we'll see how she does. All right. Okay, so here we are.
Cheers.
Cheers to our first blind tasting of our new series. Go.
Oh, hello. Okay. Wow, now. Clearly a red wine. Lots of blueberries and blackberry. A little bit of mint on the nose, or eucalyptus. A little bit of almost cherry cola. It's got some age to it. A little bit of discoloration. Reminds me of our wine last night. Did you serve the one from last night?
It's not the same as last night. It's still in the fridge. I told her I could screw with her, and I blind tasted her on a wine last night, and she got very, very close on it. I said we didn't finish it, so I told her I'd screw with her and pull the same wine out, but this is nothing like that.
It looks similar in color. It's got a tinge of brown to it, but mostly in the ruby red. Not really purple. More brown notes than I get purple. Looks to be about 5-ish years old. Alright. First sip of the day, so. So, a little bit of leather, a little bit of your dark fruit. I don't get a lot of peppery notes. There's no green pepper, bell pepper, or even black pepper or white pepper for me. I messed this up last night with the pepper. lot of vanilla, not a lot of oak to it. So it's a rather light-skinned grape, leaning towards the more lighter skinned varieties. I don't think it's a, well, I shouldn't say that. Leaning towards a Pinot or a Grenache. What's lighter? What is the light one?
I'm not telling you. I just tell her what the wine is.
Picky. Medium finish, although that doesn't help define the grape. I really have no idea if it's. I'm stumped on this one.
You haven't gone through any of the grid yet, so go do that. Yeah, that'll probably help you out, right? A lot of the things that you have to kind of narrow down. You mentioned the age. You mentioned there's a thin-skinned grape.
A little bit of licorice on it. But it is quite a light-skinned grape. I'm looking at the coloring, much more brown than purpley. What am I missing? Help me.
No. What do you mean? Help you with what?
With the grid. What am I forgetting to
Acidity,
evaluate?
alcohol. Acidity is really key on this one.
I actually find it pretty low acidity. And the tannins are not very grippy. Alcohol is, there's nothing extraordinary on the alcohol. It's not overly high, it's not very low. Older fruits like plum, dark raspberry,
Old world, new world. Possible grape varietals.
well, I'm leaning towards a Pinot or a, trying to actually think of what we have.
Think of what we have. You have no idea what is completely separate
yeah,
from it.
that's
This
true.
is not
That's one of
nothing
the
to do with
ones.
what's in the
That's one of the ones you bought. You want to show
nothing to do with what's in our
Right,
fridges because you don't know this is in there.
that's true. I think it's Old World. I think it's an Old World. Could be a Pinot.
Well, I told you when I bought these 6 bottles that 5 of them were really fair, 1 of them was really unfair. This is not the unfair one.
So it's only going to get harder from here.
Well, there's one that you're never ever going to get. But when we go to do that one, I'm hoping you might get the country at least, and maybe we'll see. This one was not that. It's a very classic one. That's all I'm saying. It's not tricky. It's not something bizarre.
Well, it doesn't smell funky to me. It doesn't have notes of like Sangiovese, or to me, it doesn't. So I don't think it's Italian. I think it's French. I'm going to say it's from Burgundy. It's a Pinot Noir. About 4 or 5 years old.
What's your call?
That's my call.
Okay.
And I'm so wrong.
Yeah, you are, but you're in the, at least you're old road. You're in the old road, and you just said Sangiovese, and you said it's not, but it certainly is.
Is it?
2014 Brunello del Montalcino.
Mm.
Yeah, you're missing the dustiness. There's there. You're not getting it, eh?
No,
All right, well, this is hard. The experts don't even get it, but
I'm not getting it.
it totally smells like Sangiovese to me. I'm not sure it tastes totally like I was expecting it to. I'm wondering if it's just going to open up a little bit, because this is a wine that should be really quite amazing, and to me at this point it's not that spectacularly amazing. $60 bottle, it should be better than this. But again, I just aerated and decanted it just before we started this tasting, so we'll see if it gets better in the next hour or two as we drink it.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. I'm still not getting it.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
knowing what it is.
Is your nose clear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I would have got the smell for sure. I actually think had I been blind tasted on this, I would have instantly said Sangiovese, and then when I tasted it, I might have talked myself out of it because it smells so much like Sangiovese to me, but it doesn't
Not me.
finish that way for me. Anyway, that was part one. So now she got a white wine for me. We'll see if I do anywhere near as good as she did. We'll find out.
You
Eh?
can't do any worse. Cheers.
Cheers.
Alright. Hello everyone. What do we have today for Dean to wine taste? We have a 2018 Old Vine Reserve Chenin Blanc. Ken Forrester is the producer. It is from South Africa. We've never had this. Show you a little. We've never tried this before. Saw it at the liquor store today. Thought it would be a good test for him. We'll see how he does. I think he'll get the grape. I'm not sure he'll get a South African. We don't drink South African wines very often. But we do like them. We just tend not to really buy a lot of it. So we'll test it out and see how he does. Okay. Alright.
All right, we're back, and here we are. My wife has poured for me a white wine. I am very confident this is a white wine. Now, whew,
I guess I should have tasted it to see if it was good.
yeah, probably. Wow, okay. So, this wine is a light gold color. Tough to see how old it is actually, because the lighting in here isn't all that spectacular. I'd say it's got a little bit of age to it, but not a whole heck of a lot, I don't think. Probably pretty young. Oh, there's a little tropical fruit there. Viscosity medium. A bit of like an underripe banana. Lemon curd, maybe? Lemon. Wow. It's a hint, I think, of pineapple, of. Get in there good. A medium intensity of aroma. A little bit of apple, like a
Green or red?
bruised red apple. Let's see. Well, what the hell is that? She's fooled me. That is.
It's tasty is what it is.
It is tasty. It's fun because we've done a lot of these blind tastings just ourselves. This is the first really blind one we've had because the wines have always been out of my fridge is here. We have 200 wines here. It's not like that's a huge help, But there were things I could eliminate. I knew that she wasn't blind tasting me on Fruliano because we didn't have any. This could be Fruliano. I don't know what Fruliano tastes like, so maybe this. But my point is that this could literally be anything that the BC liquor store carries. I know she probably wouldn't reach for something she didn't know because that would be unfair to both of us, I think. Didn't know a little bit at least. Wow, okay. So, acid is medium minus, I would say, probably. It's a nice wine. I like it. I am not going to get close on this.
Huh.
Oh, there's a cat in the room. Isn't that great? Well, now if I screw this call up, I'm going to blame the cat. Meow. She loves this room. Okay. So,
I would never get this.
wow. Doesn't really smell like anything I've had before. Like it doesn't instantly remind me of anything.
Do you smell oak? Unoaked?
There's no evidence of new French oak, no baking spices, no. It's not a big buttery Chardonnay or anything like that. So, of course, I'm not going to need more wine. I don't want to pour it from there because okay. So, possible grape varietals: Chardonnay, Viognier. I don't think it's viscous enough for Viognier, so I'm going to eliminate that. I'm going to eliminate the Rhone varietals. I'm going to stick with Chardonnay. Possibly, I don't get enough stone fruit for it to be a Gruner or anything like that, I don't think. It's not like a big aromatic varietal like Gewürztraminer or, God, it could be a Chenin Blanc, but I don't think. Cat's gonna go destroy something over there. Okay. So I'm gonna stick with an unoaked Chardonnay. So. Yeah. Okay. So that's my call. This is an old world wine. This is from Chablis. This is a Chardonnay from 2016 from a high quality producer. That's my call. Let's see how wrong I am.
You did well. It's not what you said, but you did name it.
What?
You did name it.
It was a Chenin Blanc.
It's
yeah.
Old Wines Reserve Chenin Blanc.
I was going to go to South Africa Chenin Blanc too, but it was right there. Wow, that's a nice wine, isn't it? 2018 too.
So this is in the liquor store right now, 2018. It's got a blue cap. It's quite delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's $35 in that range.
Yeah.
Really good for a young.
God, I almost went there too.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can taste the old. It tastes older than it is, and that's because it is an old wine reserve.
Wow.
It does taste a little older than it is, right? It doesn't taste like an 18.
Okay. Ken Forrester.
Ken Forrester.
I'm not familiar with this at all, but
No, me either.
that is a wine I'll buy again.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's really quite good.
Yeah. South Africa makes some amazing wine, especially Chenin Blanc, right?
Yeah, and it's a pretty good price point, I think.
Yeah, it is good. Well, everybody, that's our first blind tasting.
Cheers.
We
Lots
totally
to celebrate
screwed it.
today.
Yeah.
Did we talk about what we're celebrating today? Okay then.
Yeah, we do have something to celebrate. The company got its their I don't know what you can call it. Your contract was up for RFP and you were awarded it on Friday, so that's awesome. That means that we'll be able to afford to buy wine again, to keep buying wine. So, anyone, enjoy a good glass. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down here somewhere. And don't forget to subscribe to my wine blog as well. I'll put that up at the end. And cheers. We'll see you next time. Thanks.